Hello, my beautiful vibe tribers. Welcome to your Mystic Affirmations for Wednesday, December the 20th of 2023. Many blessings to you all. Remember, this is our collective energy for all sun, moon, and rising signs. That means if you'd like to have a personal reading, please visit my website, royalmystic.com. I'll be more than happy to assist you once you schedule your appointment. You'll notice there's a ticker going along the bottom of the page here. It's also talking about scheduling readings and our event in January in Key West. So, if you'd like to have more information about that, certainly go to royalmystic.com. And if you'd like to ask any questions, you can email me directly at royalmystictarot@gmail.com. And with that, let's crank up our relentless optimism, our positively positiveness, and focus on using the law of attraction, the law of divine compensation, and our ability to focus with intention to create our best possible life now. And here we go. Thank you for the likes and subscribes in advance. You know that's how this works. We have the beautiful Ace of Pentacles, which is a gift from Divine. It's absolutely spectacular energy of a very strong financial foundation and new beginning. And you've got a little bit of a standoff going here with the Five of Swords. This is not about having a block, it's about facing something and holding your ground while you do so. Now, a lot of times we've already won the battle, we just don't realize it. So do not, I repeat, do not quit 5 minutes before your miracle, because sometimes we just have to hold the ground we've gained long enough for the universe to catch up to us to tell us, hey, here's your victory. So, with that, let's see what else we have. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine, pure white light. Divine Spirit. Ooh, the Libra Major Arcana, the Justice card. This is balance and being in a place of focus, moving forward in right decisions. So, right decisions being made for you and by you. Very strong energy of that. Divine Spirit, Spirit guides, gods, and goddesses, thank you so much for being present here to allow all sun, moon, and rising signs to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. We thank you so much, Divine, for these blessings and beautiful messages, and we receive them in the love and light for which they are intended. We thank you for this divine guidance as always, and we welcome your blessed energy. Thank you so much, Divine. You're always welcome and very appreciated. So we had a volunteer, another ace. This is another gift from Divine, the Ace of Cups. And our second card and third with, hey, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. You had the Ace of Pentacles at the beginning. Well, here's the Queen, which is the fertile energy of new growth in the abundance. It's also earth sign energy. The Pentacles represent Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo major arcana. But you know, she is holding that energy of being financially stable in the ability to create and bring in more fertility of abundance. So, yes and yes. And we have intuition. Intuition is important because we always second guess it. Even people who are experienced at listening to their intuition have moments where they don't realize that's what's happening. They think it's just their own chatter going on in their head. Um, we have to. That's the hard balance, right? Is trying to figure out what's true and not. I'll give you a little hint. If it's not hitting you in the gut, like in a place of well, I'll just say this. Hitting you in the gut is a negative energy, and it usually means no or don't. If it's hitting you higher and making kind of dizzy and floaty, that's the energy of yes, and you're stepping into a whole new cycle or a whole new frequency. So allow yourself to move as it is. My intuition guides me to people, places, and jobs that I enjoy. It's important to remember that when you're in the energy of something kind of nudging you or pulling you, it's not going to shout at you. Intuition always tries to be very smooth and subtle, and you have your own free will, so it's not going to take over. You just have to, when you know, and that it's I used to call it that. I used to call it the knowing. It's just I just all of a sudden knew without the shadow of a doubt. And when it's strong and you have a good relationship with your intuition, that's how it comes through. And communication. This is where we may have to make sure that the way we're communicating is is a correct thought process and it's not an old habit of self-doubt and block, right? I can tell you I recently just figured out one of my blocks toward abundance. And it was simply feeling the fear of letting go of the money I had earned to start something new with it. It's very hard to get past that self-doubt of, "Well, what if this is all I have?" That's a very defeatist energy, so just remember, you're communicating even when it's not verbally, sometimes it's energetically. I effectively communicate and clarify my needs in order to achieve my goals. It's very important that if you've already put it out there what you want, you know that the universe is going to start backing your energy and showing you new opportunities. And a lot of times we start to get freaked out by the new opportunities and think, "Oh gosh, uh, is it too late for me to turn around? I don't know if I can do this. I've never done this before." Well, communicate your energy of success and abundance and then move when it's moving. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in the don't try to take your words back, right? Now, if you want to create something different, if it doesn't show up in the way you want it, then that means you have to tune in your communication and dial in what you're saying in the right way. If it's showing up in the different way and it's not the way you want it to be, then allow yourself that's a blessing. You can always change your mind at any time and rephrase it, especially if you catch yourself speaking negatively about it. Perfect timing. So that is the way the universe works in perfect timing. That means it gives it enough time for you to uh, filter some of the things that you're moving toward. And when you find yourself at an impasse, figure out if you're the one causing the impasse or rewording it to break the block so that the universe can move you forward. Perfect timing is always there. It's not something that goes away. And some people call it divine timing. We just have to get used to not worrying about the timing. As long as you're taking action toward what you're wanting and putting your energy and your thoughts and attracting it, then the timing will be right. We have the earth energy. The frequency of earth activates our deep connection to the physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our great mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. When you're outside in the beautiful climate and the sun and the birds and the smell of the greenery, even when it's cold, when you're out there in that peaceful energy, you feel peaceful because that is our true nature, being in that place of stillness and allowing ourselves to grow through that beautiful creative energy of the earth and nature and birds and all of those aspects. So, don't underestimate your connection because Mother Gaia is the place that allows us to ground and be in a place of peace. And we have manifestation. Believe in yourself. Trust your instincts and follow your heart, for in doing so, you shall manifest all your heart's desires. The life you have for so long aspired to create will soon manifest. Continue to focus on the goal. Don't worry about how long it takes or when it's going to happen. The answer is it takes as long as it takes, and we're going to be perfectly focused on it the whole time. Yes, you're going to fall off, but you're going to refocus and bring yourself back. That's what the lag, when I talked about the perfect timing, it's not instantaneous unless you're aligned with that instantaneously. Most of the time, you have time to reword it, especially if you speak against it. Sometimes we get frustrated and speak against our goal. The universe gives you time to reword it. It's like yelling at the person you love. They it's not good and it hurts them, but you have time to apologize and to rephrase it in a way that communicates why you are frustrated or being in that energy. Miracle, dearest one, even if all hope seems lost, let not hope slip away, for I, your guardian angel, am constantly by your side. Surrender all your concerns to me and trust in the healing power of love. Please believe that you are never alone. Together, we shall work through each issue or situation which is of concern to you. All heals with the passing of time. Magic and miracles are about to manifest. And so it is, because we had manifest earlier. Yes, and yes. And I am in no way condoning yelling at someone you love, but I've been yelled at, and I know I'm not alone in that. So, Ace of Cups is a beautiful energy of the Holy Grail. It is divine healing, it is wholeness, it is a symbol of the yes from the universe for you to have every single thing you need in order to manifest what you're trying to create. Now, I want to tell you that you have to understand that this requires you to pick it up and drink from it. You have to believe in that and be in the energy of receiving, right? So, the Holy Grail is the universal yes. You may have exactly what you can imagine. Now, get to imagining, get to placing your focus on what you want to create and the best possible version of you and the life you choose because it's possible. That's what that's for. And the Hermit. This is the Virgo major arcana, and this is about learning how to focus your energy on the path you're on and realizing that sometimes we have to go back and unlearn like the aforementioned yelling at the person you love or getting yelled at by the person you love, letting yourself go back and understand where that generated from and change that thought process or that understanding. So, whatever it may be, whether it's a blocked thinking or a blocked mindset, a limited understanding of something, because most of the time, our small fundamental things we learned as children, but they turn into be big errors as we go down the road, right? Kind of like if your compass is off where you start off isn't too bad and it's just slowly varies, but by the time you get way over there, you realize you were trying to go here and it's a big gap, right? So, that's really how that worked is we were given the wrong coordinates in most cases. And here's the Queen of Swords. Now, once you go through this self-discovery and the inner work here of letting yourself see why it's been askew, you've got this Queen of Swords. You've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini major arcana. It's allowing you to be absolutely on point with your knowledge, your ability to communicate it, and if all else fails, you've got a sword handy. Now, the preferred method is to be in a place of alignment and moving forward. And this card means you are doing that. This is where you ace a job interview, or if you have to speak in front of people, you really get across what you're trying to communicate. So communication was really key here, and it's aligning with the cards themselves. So you've got the anchored energy of new fertility and the new growth and energy of this with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles you had earlier and the beautiful energy of the Hermit. So let yourself move forward in the energy of creation. Don't give up. Is it just because you run into a little stalemate or something, right? If there's a little hold, or if you feel like you're at the place where you gotta figure out whether you need to launch forward or retreat, be still for a minute. Let the dust settle. Let the universe show you what it's working with. Many blessings to you all. Have a beautiful Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste, my friends.